Awesome. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys? All right, all right. Put down the chat. Where you coming from? What you want to do? What's your biggest why? That's why we're here, is to help you. So I want to know what's your biggest why you're here, how can we help you, what's your dream, and imagine if anything is possible, okay? You can make $20,000, $30,000 a month, passive income. You know, what would you do for you and your family, for your loved ones? Where will you go? What will you travel to? What nonprofit will you help? All these things are super important. Okay. So put down the chat. What will you do when money and time is no object for you? Welcome, welcome. Where are you from? Where you're from? Okay. I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while today. So there's people in the waiting room, guys. All right, good to see you. Turn on your camera, guys. This is real. This is Dr. Chau live, not Dr. Chau AI. So the more we can participate, the more we can help you, the better, right? So put down the chat. Also turn on your camera. We'd love to see you. And we do business with people we like and trust, right? So it's really hard to like and trust if we don't see you. So please turn on your camera. I see you guys. Connie, Soha, welcome. Serge, Maisha, welcome. Nicole, thank you for turning your camera. Good job. Africa, okay. All right. Lisa, Lorenzo, welcome. Rochelle, welcome. So put down the chat. Where are you from? And why are you here? What's your biggest dream? Okay. What is your biggest dream? So I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while. That's my promise to you all. I asked for this. This is completely free. You put the credit card away. There's nothing to sell today. Okay. So the only I'm not today is just all about value. I'm going to give you as much value as possible. Okay. So all I ask for in exchange for my time is just pay attention. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Pay attention today. Can I have your attention just for this next hour that can really change your life? I will promise you I do everything I can to compress my 20 years of experience, over $1 million into myself, got my MBA and everything, help hundreds of people just like you to get financial freedom with this. I will do everything I can to give you the most value as possible within this hour. Sounds good? All right, so let's get started. Okay, so how did I went from a trapped corporate slave to where I am today, where I have absolute freedom? I'm talking about not just money freedom, but time freedom. Okay, because a lot of people have money freedom, like doctor, lawyer, and all of that, but they don't have time freedom, right? We literally, but if you want to know you have freedom or not, see if you can just take off 3 months, and that's what we did. We just got back from Costa Rica. The way me and my wife travel, we book a one-way ticket to a country, and how long we like it, that's how long we're gonna stay, right? So if you don't have that, usually people don't have time freedom. Okay, so this business only requires a few hours a week if you do it right. Christine, thank you for turning on your camera. Lorenzo, look great. Good to see you guys. Okay, so all right, let's dive straight into it. Okay, so how I went from a trapped corporate slave to have absolute freedom with corporate housing without owning any properties or having employees or real estate experience. Okay, you don't need any of that to make it, okay, in this business. So I do everything in my power to make it worth your while. Stay to the end. I will give you the blueprint on how you can do this as well. Okay, I invest over $1 million into my mindset and my strategies to be able to here to you today. So it definitely work. Okay, all of this, you don't have to do what I've done. Trust me, a lot of pain, blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of money. I discovered the one vehicle that have helped me get absolute financial freedom. And that's not also time freedom, that's relationship freedom. relationship freedom meaning that you don't have to talk to any clients you don't want to, and on any investors or anybody, right? You know, I know a lot of people, you know, with their business, they have to serve the people all the time. They have to see their clients to make money. Not like this business. This business, I mean, what kind of, who in here want the best type of client? Y'all want to know what the best type of client is? The best type of client is somebody who don't need to see you, don't want to see you, and wire you monthly income, right? So that can give you true freedom. You provide service, of course. The only way that you can do that is through real estate, right? If you guys are, you know, renting a house, you understand. When was the last time you want to see your landlord? Like never, right? Exactly. So that's why I love this business. And also with corporate housing, insurance housing as well, you know, it's incredible because these companies that have resources, these are insurance companies that have resources, and you know, that's why it's so amazing, right? It's not individual who can lose their job and they can't pay or they have to cut back or whatever, right? These are companies, big companies, quick insurance companies. So that's why this is the one vehicle that have absolute freedom. And then there's location freedom. You can literally travel around the world, right? One moment I'm on an island with Sir Richard Branson, worth about $5 billion in his own island. Play chess with him. Right? The other moment I'm on a yacht with Grant Cardone in Cabo. Another time I in Tony Robbins' home in he got a couple of them. I've been to the one in Idaho, literally like a resort, and jump on his plunge for like in his cold plunge. So that's the type of freedom I'm talking about, right? And these are the experience of a lifetime, right? And these gentlemen are all billionaires. They're all my mentors, and I love learning from people who have done much greater than I have, and I learn from the right people. I refuse to give up. So who here want to know what I learned from all these billionaires, hanging out with them on a personal basis, right? Exactly. And I'm like very much the only coach I know of that can say that that I'm able to be with these amazing billionaires, right? So as you know, these billionaires don't hang out with people who are not legit and haven't done great things. And I'm very grateful to be here, very humble. I'm gonna go over my background as well. Very humble beginning. So very grateful to be here. But I'm saying these billionaires are where you want to learn from. And I learn from the source. So if you want to learn what I learned from them, stick around, okay? But it's not what about me, it's about what I can do for my team, for my community. So these two students met within our community and they partnered up and they did a couple of properties, and right away they replaced their income that fast, right? How many want to replace your income in the next 90 days, okay? Get absolute freedom in the next 3 to 6 months. You can do it. I'm here to tell you, we help all people from all different backgrounds. And or you want insurance housing that will pay you 3 months upfront. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, right? Insurance housing, construction housing, relocation, IT company, medical company. A lot of times they pay you 3 months upfront. Imagine that, and they pay double the market rent. Like Sunday here, they're 3 months upfront. Who here are mom and dad? You know, these two are mom, Ann and Amanda. They came to me frustrated, burnout, with a lot of kids and working full time, and they don't know how to gonna make it work, you know. And actually, Ann, within her first 30 days, did 4 deals with us and make 10K a month. Within 3 months, we replaced her actually first month she replaced her income, but she wanted to make sure it's all good. So after like 3 or 6 months, she quit her job and then retired, travel around the world since then. Amanda, same thing, 20,000-30,000 a month passive, right? 5 kids. So you think you're busy? I don't think anybody's more busy. My hat go off to all the moms out there that's working mom, right? Because nobody's busier than working moms. I mean, come on, that's like 2 full-time jobs. So give a hand to all the moms out there, right? So, so that's why it's no excuses, right? If you have small kids, you understand how hard it is. But anyway, how are we different? We're different because our coaches, advisors are all graduates from our mentorship in the past, okay? So product of the product, and come from all different kind of background. Doesn't matter where you come from. Okay, you don't need any kind of fancy degrees and all of that. Give example, Uriah here on the right. You know, he's not a doctor, a lawyer, even an engineer, or any kind of tech savvy, anything. He was a truck driver, literally a truck driver, and within 6 months, he cleared 7 deals and make like 12, 15K a month. Retired, travel around the world since then, and now he's at over 20 properties now and 40K, 50K a month, more than most doctors make. But the most important thing is he got time freedom. So my goal for this is I teach you stuff that nobody else is teaching. That is beyond Airbnb. Okay, this is corporate housing. This is not Airbnb. This is not just Airbnb. I mean, you know, we do use Airbnb one of our sources, but that's not the end all be all, right? You want to have direct bookings. You want to have corporate housing, corporate clients, insurance clients, way better. And I'm the one who let the cat out of the bag many years ago to tell people about this opportunity, because I did, you know, I scaled to 20 something Airbnb before. But here, let's go to my story. So I was immigrant from Vietnam, come to America. All four of us live in one tiny bedroom. Imagine that, in the ghetto. So, but I determined to achieve the American dream, right? I mean, that's how big our backyard is. We walk out, we hit the fence, right? You see, that's still better than in Vietnam, where it's all, you see all these people right here, we all fit under one tiny room, one tiny house, okay? So, but anyway, very humble beginning. And I thought the American dream is what? Go to school, become a doctor, lawyer. That's what they've been telling me, right? Brainwashing me all these years. And that's what I did. So fast forward, you know, 8 years of ramen noodle, dollar menus, living on basement of freezing cold Utah, right? I got my degree. I got my doctorate, finally, right? I like, yes, I graduated. I got my white coat. I can take care of my family now, retire them. But next thing I know, I actually won the Pharmacy of the Year award in my first year of a Fortune 1 company. But they sat me down, and guess how much they gave me? A 2 or 3% raise. Doesn't even keep up with inflation. And then they cut my staff by 30% because they know that I can handle it, right? And they got stricter KPIs. You know what that is, right? Key performance indicators. So that way they can watch me even closer. And I was like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, right? So, and I was trapped. And on top of that, you know, my loved one was diagnosed with cancer too. And I thought, you know, I got to really make it work now. So I tried all kind of businesses you can imagine. I tried drop shipping. How many tried drop shipping? You know, multi-level marketing, okay? Day trading, opening a franchise, multifamily, being a realtor, traditional real estate. I tried it all. I mean, I tried everything because I know there's got to be a better way, right? How many here just know you're deep down, there's got to be a better way than what we're doing, right? So the challenge with most of these businesses, they are all pretty much trading your time for money, active income, right? Because if you look at it, drop shipping, you're making like maybe $10 a sale, and you know there are thousands of clients, and that's always changing, and you're competing all the people around the world, right? It's definitely a full-time job, okay? Multi-level marketing, I thought it was great, you know, until I have to go out and stalk people in the mall all day, and I was like, this is weird, okay? Day trading, you know, I made good money at some point, and then I lost it all, you know, in like matter of days. That's happened several times, and I figured out why. Because we as retail trader, we are fighting against an entire army of professionals that they do this day in and day out as a team. So question, even Michael Jordan, you know, Tom Brady, whoever, right? Even Michael Jordan can't even beat a whole basketball team playing by himself, right? Even him. So why do you think we as retail trader can beat an entire team of professional hedge fund manager? That they pick the best, and they train them, they do this full time, and their sole job is take money out of your pocket. You see? So do yourself a favor and don't do the way I did, okay? It's a lot of headache, a lot of pain, and even if you know, that's a route you don't want to go into, okay? Opening a franchise, restaurant, or even just regular business. How many open traditional business, hair salon, massage, dry cleaner, or then all of that. you know, or my family done all of that. And what I can see is the overhead is so high, you're only making like, you know, maybe 10% or 20% profit margin, which one thing go wrong and then you do, right? So, prime example, COVID happened. Guess what? My restaurant pretty much like done. Like you know, but even if without COVID, even before COVID, I was only making like 50,000 a year, and I would put in like $400,000 to 2 years to build the whole place, the whole restaurant, and then to make 50,000 a year. I was like, and working full time, I was like, this is not a good idea. Okay, so multifamily. How many know about multifamily? You know, invest in big apartments, storage units, commercial, all of that stuff. I learned all of that and invest in some deals too. The challenge with those is one, if you just invest the money, you need a lot of money to make any money, right? Two, if you want to like do those deals, it's so hard that they don't tell you, like, you know, this is a big commercial deal. They don't really work with newbies, right? So it's like a full-time, more than full-time job trying to pull that off, right? And then there's so much risk involved as well because it's a big deal, you know? So I don't want to, you know, that. And plus you got to have like 5, 10 different partners, right? It's so hard to find two people agree to one thing already, let alone 5, 10 people, you see? So I was like, okay, you know, I done a little bit of that, actually a lot of it, but I was like, this is not going anywhere the way I want fast. And then being a realtor, I mean, a realtor, mortgage broker, all of that, done that, being a realtor as well. The thing is, you got to work nights and weekends, right? I mean, I was like, I don't want to work nights and weekends the rest of my life, you know? So I was frustrated, I was burned out, I was trapped. Who knew frustrated, burned out, I was trapped. So prior to becoming free, I was working 60 hours a week. I was lost, I was miserable, and I was rock bottom, right? How many of you feel like it was rock bottom? But that's when I met somebody that gave me the epiphany. The epiphany, whatever I could rent vacant home, sublease on, back then Airbnb, and then scale to freedom, okay? That's it, right? That's the main thing, is work as a team. So the old model is exchange your time for money directly, 1 hour of your life equal X amount of dollars. And salary is even worse, right? They overwork, they underpay you. And then they told us to put money into 401k retirement account. Maybe 50 years from now, we can enjoy it. I mean, come on. How many actually know that model work for anybody? Okay, I don't, right? I know a lot of people, right? So, and even if it does, who in here want to travel, enjoy their life when they're 70 and 80? Why can't we do it, you know, when we're a lot younger and have legs to do it, right? So the new model, you want to create an equitable, scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep, right? Take a picture of this, share this, whatever. Continue to reinvest into your business and have multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. That's the holy grail of financial freedom, guys. What's the holy grail of financial freedom? It is not your job, your real estate, your business, all that. It's multiple sources of income backed up by real estate, you see? Because if you, like I was a pharmacist, I'm sure you have probably had a good job here or a good business, but that's only one source of income, right? God forbid, you know, something happened to you, what happens to your income? Gone. When I was a pharmacist, I was scared of that all the time. I can make one mistake and lose my license, right? Or the company could downsize and I lose my job. Like all my income's gone. But now imagine you have 10 different houses making you money in your sleep, right? 10 different houses making you money in your sleep. Even if one of them is burned down, you still have 90% of your income. You see? So boom, right? You have multiple sources of income. You get it? The hallway is on your own. I was confused about picking the right location, the pricing strategy, managing staff, hospitality experience, how to scale. I lost thousands of hours and had to close down more than 10 of these housing, right? 10 of these deals or more. But the good news is I can save you from these nightmares, because I was really confused about picking the right location, the strategy, managing staff, hospitality experience, all of that. There's a lot involved here, okay? Because I had no mentor, I had no support group, and no help with all the little stuff as well. But even with all of that, I struggled, but I scaled, I figured it out. It took me many years, and I scaled 20-something vacation rental at a time and make 6 figures within months. But then I did the other epiphany is, what if I could rent to companies instead of individual? What if I could rent to insurance instead of individual? because it's like 10 times more secure, right? Y'all have vacation rental? You know how, people partying and drug alcohol, that's normal, right? But with this, it's not like that, right? Because clients stay for months instead of days. You make 2 times the market rent while minimize management. It's 10 times less management, so 10 times more freedom, and 10 times less risk and headache, because it's a business to business versus business to consumer. You get it? And then you escape a lot of regulations, and you have a lot of like tax exempt. So disclaimer: we are not. This is not financial legal advice. Okay, we are not lawyer, accountant. This is literally my personal experience with hundreds of my members' experience over the past 10 years. So listen to it or not, up to you, but it's a real life experience that we have, and real track record that we have. So the reason why this is way different than all the other, I know there's a lot of Airbnb coaches out there and all of that, and God bless them. But the thing is, if you're doing vacation rental, you are building your castle on sand. Remember COVID shut down all vacation rental, even a $1 billion company. My company survived and thrived, not because I'm great, because the strategy that I was in, the vehicle I was in, is amazing. Because we have companies. Who has more resources, individuals or companies? Of course companies, right? Insurance or individual? Of course insurance, right? So you want your clients to have more resources, so that way you don't have to worry about they're not gonna pay, right? So guess how many evictions we have in doing this business? Over 10 years, hundreds of property, hundreds of clients. I see, like, you would think at least even if one eviction over the past 10 years for 100 of my deals, of my clients, that's 100 evictions, right? That's a lot of evictions you don't want to deal with. But with this business, it's actually 0, okay? Is that amazing? 0 eviction for 10 years, hundreds of deals, right? Why? Because the last thing the company want, is not paying, and there's $1 million lawsuit, right? You don't want that, right? So that's why a company will pay, and then insurance will definitely pay because it's obligated contractually, and they're a $1 trillion company, you see? So that's why this business is amazing. And then not only that, the stay is for months at a time. So you just that right there reduce your workload by 30 times, or at least 10 times, because the length of stay for the average Airbnb is 3 to 6 nights. Us is 3 to 6 months, you see? So this logical, for those logical out there, is 30 days, 30 times longer, so therefore your workload is cut by 30 times. You see, once the client check in and they stay for 6 months, what do you gotta do? Pretty much nothing, right? I mean, one of my clients recently booked like 3 of our houses, and one of them they booked for like 12 months and paying double the market rent. Double the market rent, that's the key, right? That's how you make a lot of income fast. And also, you can arbitrage other people's property, leverage other people's property, because you get clients that are paying high dollar, you see? So it's 10 times less headache than vacation rental, because you're not dealing with small fish, right? You're dealing with a whale that can feed you, for months to come, instead of every day trying to, vacation rental is like putting the rod down, trying to catch a fish every day, one by one, that, and small fish, it takes forever, right? I don't want that. But anyway, short term and mid term, what's the difference? Okay, so that's one of the biggest difference. The other thing is, who in here have vacation rental that ruin your places, right? Drugs, alcohol, partying, all of that. Okay, that's typical. Now, midterm, tenants are professional. Tenants are even like insurance families who are responsible. They pay their insurance. They can take care of their properties, all of that, right? And then short term, you have continuous management that you gotta pay. You get a lot of money, right? But midterm is way less management, right? So short term, when we did the math, for every short term that you manage, you can have the same amount of time and energy. You can manage 10 of these midterm rental, because the length of stay is like 20, 30 times longer, you see? So, and then every time they check out, you don't have to put the supplies. So every 3 to 6 months instead of every 3 to 6 days. Just the supplies alone, the management alone, is about $500 or more a month if you do a short term versus midterm in savings, right? You do that scale by 10 times, that $5,000 at least to $7,000 a month right there, that could be in your pocket, right? So that's why midterm is the best way to go, okay? Best way to go, right? And because business to business, not business to consumer, you see? And then why do we rent versus just own the property? Because it takes so much money to buy the house and rehab, and then it's permanent unless you sell it, which take a long time too, you see. So instead of buying a house, doing all of that, you can rent 10 houses for the same amount of money. You see what I'm saying? Who in here want to make money from 10 houses instead of one? 10, right? Who in here want to wait like 30 years to buy the houses, rehabbing it and all of that? Instead of just renting 10 houses, you can do that within months. You see the difference? And then it's very flexible. If it doesn't work out, all you do is move your furniture to the next house. You see? All you do is move the furniture to the next house. You see? So that's why we do what we do. Okay? And that, you know, for one house, and then you spread your risk 10 times. You see? Instead of just buying one house, if it doesn't work out, you pretty much screw, right? Foreclosure and all that crazy stuff. You don't want that, right? But when you rent, you can rent 10 houses. One of them don't work out. Hey, keep my deposit, 1 month rent, peace. Everybody happy, okay? So you see what I'm saying? But the 9 houses, you're gonna win. You see? It's just a natural law. 1 out of 10 maybe don't work out, but 9 out of 10 work out. Why not? So the 9, you can make like 18,000. So is it okay if you make 18,000 a month instead of 20,000 a month? Right? Of course. You see the difference? So here's the formula. Month 1, do 1 property, make 2K a month passive. Month 2, you do 2 more, now you're at 6K. Month 3, you do 2 more, now you're 10K. In 3 months, you can make 10K a month. Boom. You see? And in 6 months, you do 2 more a month. In 6 months, you should have like 20, 30,000 a month right there. You see? Boom, right away. You get it? How many can retire within like, you know, with 20K a month? Even 10K a month, you see? Or have financial freedom, right? That's it. That's all you need. It's cash flow is king, okay? Take a screenshot of this, put this on a wall somewhere. This is all you need to get financial freedom. Sounds good? This is exactly what I did to get freedom. And this is what my student does as well, okay? That's it. And if you want more, just do more. After another 6 months, you add another 20K, that's 40K a month, you see? This is, and all this time, you're only working about 5-10 hours a week. That's it. How many are willing to work 5-10 hours a week to make 10-20K a month passive, right? Exactly. Right? It's not like, you know, a lot of people make money with doctor, lawyer. I did too. We work our ass off, 50 hours a week, frustrated and burnt out. Okay, you don't want that. This is literally a few hours a week because the clients don't need to see you. They don't need to have you knock on their door. Like if you're a tenant, you want your landlord to knock on the door every day and take you out and talk to you, waste your time? No, right? You want privacy. Same thing with this company. You know, they're gonna call us if something happened, and now they call my manager, who managed to take care of everything. They don't want to call me. So that's what I'm gonna talk about, passive income, right? So anyway, before we move on, the only offer that I'm willing to do for you, actually my gift to you, is my time. That's it, right? That's the best gift I can give anybody. So who in here I have a lot of followers, and I want to, give my gift of my time for people who deserve it. So for very limited, I can only do 5 of these spots for this week. That's it. 1 hour spot, free consultation, value over $5,000. Who in here want it? Okay. Now I want to honor you, and I want to, definitely reward you for showing up, because I applaud yourself for showing up. Pass on the back for showing up, right? For yourself. That's the most important thing. Okay. So for those who want it, put down the chat, as well, and then what we do is I'm gonna map out the strategy for you and show you how to do this on this strategy call. Okay, but you gotta apply, you gotta qualify. I can't promise this to everybody because I don't have all the time to work. I got a beautiful, smoking hot wife, wonderful wife I want to be with, right? So, and that's why I got freedom to take care of my family and not just to overwork. But anyway, only 5 spots. Apply now. The link's in the chat. First come, first serve. And once gone, it's gone. Okay. Totally free strategy call. It's a reward for you for being here, all my followers. Okay. Now, if you don't win that spot with me, I still have my advisor to give you at least 30 minutes of their time. So either way, it's a win-win. So why not apply? Why not do it? So the link's in the chat right now. For those you want my personal help, right? Click on that link. It's gonna be a one-on-one call. Make sure if you have a spouse, make sure to be on the call, right? No distraction, and just show up for yourself. That's all we ask for. Being coachable, being transparent. That's the one thing we look for. 3 things to look for: being coachable and transparent, so we can help you. Number 2 is a good positive attitude, no negativity allowed in my community. Number 3 is being a giver, not just a taker, right? Giving, giving, giving. Always give, give, give. We'll come back to you, okay? All right, so that's that. That's all we got. No, there's no cell, no credit card. They don't worry, put your credit card away, relax, okay? It's all about value. We're all about offering value, and that's it. And then we want to interview everybody. If you want to be a part of us, we don't just accept you like that. No, we want to interview everybody, make sure it's a good fit for us as well, because we are building long term. My goal is to help you, to help 1 million families get financial freedom, break the generational curse, and build generational wealth. That is my mission in life. Because after I got my freedom when I was 33, retired from the corporate craziness, traveled around the world for a couple of years, I was like, what's the purpose of my life? God really showed me the purpose is not just for me and my family, is to help other people. So that's when he gave me the vision of helping 1 million families get financial freedom. Who wouldn't want to be one of those families, right? So if you want to be one of those families, here's your chance, right? I believe in divine connection. That's how we met. It's not by accident, right? So, and then also windows of opportunity. That's my billionaire's mentor taught me. I was asked, what's the secret of success? Secret of success is the winners and recognize windows of opportunities. Opportunities are there all around you, but there's always a window. Whether if you miss that window, you miss it. So here's your window right now. Whether you step to it or not, it's up to you, right? It's just like, I feel like I'm Morpheus sometimes, the blue pill or the red pill, okay? So the red pill, let's go, right? The blue pill, you can forget everything I just told you and just go back to where you were and live a life, you know, if it's working out for you, God bless you, right? And I wish you the best. But you are here because something is, you know, stirring up inside you. They know there's more for you, right? You know, there's better ways to do things. So that's why we're here. Okay, so that's that. All right, so corporate arbitrage, leveraging other people's property through sublease agreement, so you can rent out those properties to other companies, other corporations. That's it, okay? It's not rocket science. Basically, you arbitrage. It's the difference between one price and another price. Very low investment, very high cash flow. There's 4 steps to this process. For F, you find the right location. It's called the FAST method. A, to ask to sublease. S, to set up to stand out, and then T, to tap into the corporate client. Find the right location. Last week we were talking about find the right location. So location, 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 right? Myth, I don't know where to find a deal. Listen, all you need 3 H's. Highways, hospital, and hotel. I'll give you the secret right now for free. When 2 highways intersect, what you got? 2 highways intersect, you got a major place where businesses will congregate, because where attention flow, money flow. So hotels, hospital, put down 100 million to $1 billion into the business. Don't you think they have done their research? Of course they've done the research, right? So when 2 highways intersect, you want to see where these hotel and hospital congregate. That's where you want to be. That's how you know it's a good location. You get it? You're leveraging their intelligence. You're leveraging their many decades of businesses, acumen, and research. You don't have to do any more research. You see? Boom, you got good location. Got it? That one thing I just shared with you took me years to figure it out, worth millions of dollars right there. Sounds good? Free. There you go. Right. All right. How to ask the sublease, which is the main topic for today, which I will go over in more detail. But the reason why it worked for brand new people, even brand new people with us, we help to make 6-figure within 6 months. It's not by accident, it's by design. Okay? So why would the landlord give you their property? One, you can leverage our network and our expertise and our track record and our experience. Over 20 years combined experience, hundreds of members. You do it as a team. You do it as a community. You do it as a group, right? That's why. You get it? That is the reason why we are successful, because we understand there's no one man can beat really 100 men in anything, any sports, you know, anything. You see, the football, basketball, whatever. There's no one person go against the whole team and win. You see? So what most entrepreneurs fail at realizing is it's not a one man show, one woman show. You know, take a village to have a champion, right? To raise a champion, you see? So if you don't have a tribe, leverage mine. You don't have a team, leverage mine. We're built it for the last 10 years. Why waste your time and reinvent the wheel? So once you're part of us, you can be a part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have partners in almost every major state, every major city, and we help each other. That's why we're much stronger together, you see? So, and then set up to stand out. Topic for another week, maybe like next week, we'll maybe talk about that. Okay, formula for corporate housing. First month rent, first month deposit. You can buy the furniture, rent the furniture. You charge the corporate client 2 times the rent, plus or minus utilities. And therefore you make about $2,000 a month on average net profit. If you're in California, Florida, New York, you can make like 3 or 4, sometimes 5, 6K a month. But just say minimum average, under promise, over deliver, 2K a month, 5 property, 10K a month right there. Boom, you see? Easy way, mimic, model, master, and multiply. So my one mission is to help 1 million families get financial freedom, like I said, right? So how many want to make that change for you and your family forever, right? So if you want to do that, I'm here to help you, right? So I said break the generational curses and build generational wealth, okay? Imagine what that'd be like, how you feel when you make that 20, 30,000 a month passive, able to take care of your family and leave a legacy of a business that will generate that passive income for them. How you feel? For your kids, your grandkids, right? Is that amazing? Absolutely. I try around the world too, okay? So 3 phases of this business. Number 1, market analysis, so you go to entire location. Number 2, how do you scale, leverage other people's property, leverage our network. Third phase is the corporate clients themselves and insurance clients we have built relationship with for the last 10 years. The best practice, not just me, but the collective intelligence of hundreds of my members that have been doing this day in and day out, every single day for the past 10 years. Don't you think they know what we're doing? Of course. We're like the Michael Jordan of this industry, you see? We have tested everything under the sun, and we give you the playbook. We give you the best practices, right? If all this did to give you the freedom lifestyle, would be worth it. For me, absolutely. It took me 8 years to be a pharmacist, to be a doctor, okay? 8 years of blood, sweat, and tears, right? You know, I was living on the cold basement of Utah, eating ramen noodle to make what, 10K a month? And I had to work 40, 50 hours a week, every week, drive an hour to work, an hour home. And no freedom and stress out my mind. But this gives you the freedom, you see? Of course, it's worth it. If all this did to give you the skill set to earn 6 figures within the next 6 months, would be worth it? You gotta answer that. For me, absolutely, right? I mean, I invested 8 years of my life to learn a skill set of being a doctor to make 6 figures, but this you can do it in 6 months, and you don't have to go through, like, get my doctorate in the medical field is the hardest thing I have ever done. Much harder than any making millions of dollars, okay? So I don't want you to have to go through that, okay? If all this did to give you the time to spend with your loved one and live life on passion and purpose, would be worth it. Absolutely. This is my beautiful smoking hot wife, of course. She's amazing. She's a nurse for 15 years too, and I want to provide the best life for her. So we travel around the world together all the time, and I love it, right? I wouldn't trade that for anything. This past year, we went to Paris for the Olympics, Santorini, Greece, Cancun, Tulum, Costa Rica for 3 months. So, you know, and then we live on the beach. Life is absolutely incredible, right? And you know, pass that on, right? These memories that we will never able to live, you know, like I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know what I'm saying? Even for millions of dollars, right? So would that be worth to you? Up to you, right? So imagine doing that for your family. Imagine the look in your spouse's eyes, your family, your son, your daughter, your or parents, whoever, and they say, hey, I'm so proud of you, thank you for providing this amazing experience for us, right? How do you feel? Where will you go? If money and time is no object for you, where will you go, right? If anything is possible for you, what will you do, right? Exactly, you see? So book a call with us, that's the next step, and let's work as a team and help each other out, right? So there you go. Not everybody can qualify, but I'll do my best to give you the best of my advisor to if my spots fill up here, which I see is fill up very fast. So only 5 spots, so the link is in the chat. Okay, the hallways is you can forget everything I said, go back to your way, invest money in stock, 401k, IRA, all of that, which is great, still do that. But listen, you need $2.5 million invested at 4% dividends to make 6-figure income, to make 10K a month. Question, how long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? Okay, at your current saving rate? You don't have to answer me this, but just imagine that. For me, it will be like forever, right? Or the easy way is you work this part-time and make 6 figures, okay? So the best investment you can make is the investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn, right? Mistake you make when you leave here is not knowing the market, not knowing which is a good deal or bad deal, going at it alone, not leveraging mentors and their lessons. I did all of this, by the way, okay? So I'm reaching to the choir. Lack of motivation, lack of accountability, think you know it all, or wander aimlessly for years sourcing corporate clients. I did all of that. But you don't have to, so you don't have to. So check this out.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
About on average $20,000. Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed $50,000.
Wow.
40%.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to become a pharmacist?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year. Yeah. And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's 20K a month, baby. Let's go.
5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
All right. How much you be making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
12,000 a month. Yeah. That's so peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's glowing. He's glowing. He got money all over his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. We teach each other so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business, so I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
A month. I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. This is it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, what I learned from that, if a 15 years old, a single mom, and a truck driver can do this, you can do it too. One of the guy that was a truck driver, Uriah, the guy that made $12,000 a month, and then he made 40,000 a month. It's crazy, but you know, things like that happen all the time with our community because we have everything that you need to succeed. It's just a matter of you want to do it or not. So who wouldn't want to be a part of it, right? There you go. All right, I'm gonna answer any questions and then we'll dive into the main topic, which is for today is how do you get landlord approval, right? To landlord to beg you to do business with you, you know, because if you master this one skill set, guys, listen very carefully. The word is your oyster. Why? Because if you can leverage other people's property, you can do anything, right? Like there's unlimited properties out there you can leverage, you know, and you can partner up with. So I'm gonna let you know how to do this right now. But before that, any questions? Any aha? Dallas, yeah, Dallas is a great market. I was there for 10 years. You know, still have a lot of properties over there. Louisiana, Atlanta, great. Maryland's awesome. Yes, yes. Long-term care for mom. Wow, that's great. Chicago is a good market too. All is a great market. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so link to book the call. You really want to do this? That's your next step. So drop the link again, guys. Save it or just do it right now. When would now be the best time, right? Hey, if you don't do anything right now, why are you here anyway? You know, I'm not that entertaining. Okay, I know I'm good looking, but not that good looking. Okay, you can go watch like Netflix or something. Okay, a lot more entertaining. But if you're really serious about business and what you want to do and your dreams, your goal, your life, I care about that much more than most you know, people out there. So all the coaches out there, you know, God bless you guys, right? But most program out there, they hire very junior coaches to coach you. No, I care the most. That's why I'm giving you an hour of my time. I don't know any other people at my like my you know level they're able to give you that one-on-one time for free in the beginning here. So make sure to take advantage of it. Okay. So there you go. But anyway, but yeah, this spot is only 5 spots though. I would so, and I see there's only like 2 or 3 spots left. So make sure you grab it and at least apply. And my team, even if you don't get me, my team will reach out to you and help you as well. So anyway, South Texas, okay, great. All right, any last question here before I dive straight into the main topic of the day? So I want to lay the right mindset and foundation, but now we're going to talk about how to get landlord to beg for your approval, okay? So let's go. All right, I'm going to rapid fire on this. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Sorry. Okay, so let's go. Master landlord approval, how to get them to beg you to sublet. Okay. So again, owning versus renting. The reason why we do subleasing is for one house that you buy, you can do 10 of these. We call them arbitrage because 10 times less risk, 10 times more freedom, and you can pick a neighborhood in A plus property, right? I mean, for you guys, if you have the same amount of money, let's say you have 100K, instead of buying one house and rehabbing it, and you only have one house, you can take 100K and do 10 of these houses. You see what I'm saying? You can rent 10 houses and furnish them and make 10 times more income. Why not? You see? And you can, instead of buying one house in like B neighborhood or C neighborhood or C property, you can rent A plus neighborhood and A plus property because it doesn't cost that much more to rent in those places, but it costs a lot more to buy it in a better neighborhood, better property, right? You see the difference? And then it's very flexible. If it doesn't work out, hey, landlord, keep my deposit, keep a month rent, and that's it. Most landlords will definitely let you go because they don't want to chase you down the eviction court and lose everything. They don't want to do that, okay? So short term versus midterm. Again, the difference you guys know, so let's go from there, book negotiation. The landlord will not, myth, the landlord won't agree to sublease, that's a myth, okay? Why? Because if you know what I know, it's a no-brainer for them. If you're a landlord, I come to you and say, hey, we will take care of your property like it's our own, because it's our business. We will get professionally clean every few months, we pay for it. Any repairs under $200 a month, we get it fixed ourselves. Our clients are higher caliber professional, people with career. They don't want to lose their job, right? They're gonna show up to their job. We have families with insurance families as well. You see, insurance families that are responsible. So our clients are the best clients, right? It's not the party spring break kid who go to people, you know, 2 people book at your Airbnb and there's 200 show up. It's like a lot of distant cousins, right? Right, okay. So that's what happened before, you know, drug, alcohol, all of that. No, this is professional. They don't want to lose their job, you see? So if I come to you with this, all of this, repairs, we pay $200 a month, clean every few months, we pay for it, and we have professionals, and we're gonna take care of your property like it's our own. And we basically manage their property for free if you think about it. They don't even need a manager. Who would say no? You get it? Incredible, right? So that's why it's a no-brainer for these people. That's why you want to be picking and choosing which property you want to do business with, which partner you want to do business with, because you don't need that many. All you need is 5 property making 10K. You need 10 property making 20K. Those 10 properties can come from 3 landlords. You see? So all you need is just a few landlords. That's it. They're willing to partner with you. So we have the 7-figure script though that will go deep into detail with everything that we mentioned, which I don't have time to go over. And this is also proprietary information for all my students as well. So, you know, we have everything, all the objection handle, everything you can do. But that is for another call. So HOAs won't agree to midterm rental. That's a myth. Some will, some won't, so what? Somewhere, you know, 6 will and all right. So so there you go. Somewhere somebody will. Okay, so basically there's abundance of properties out there. HOA, a lot of them allow 30 days or more in their states, right? So, and then you find areas where HOA is more lenient. There's no HOA as well, even better, you see? So don't worry about that, okay? Subleasing is illegal or against rental agreement. Actually, this has been around for a long time, guys. It is like master lease in commercial business is so common, right? Everybody know about it. But this has been around for a long time. Most of us don't know about it. That's all. That's why it's still a blue ocean. Instead of the red ocean of Airbnb where everybody know about it. You don't want to be there. Like anybody can just list their property in Airbnb. You know, it's too much competition, too much saturation, you see? But with this, we have resources outside Airbnb, platform, connection outside Airbnb that gives you direct booking. That's why we are here. That's why we have something special. We want a lot of award and help a lot of people because we've been around, we have all the connections, we know what to do, okay? But subleasing is very legal. It's been around forever, legal in the US for decades. Just put it in writing. The other myth is subleasing leads to property damage or loss of control. Actually, corporate clients are amazing clients. They don't want to lose their job. So you don't worry about it. They're the best client. You have triple insurance. You have the insurance from the landlord. You have insurance from the renters. You have the insurance from the platform. You see, so you actually have more insurance than when you do long-term rental. You get it? 3, leases from corporate clients, so we don't have to, right? So we have direct booking from corporate clients, so you do have control. It's all in writing, you see? So more of that. Book a free call with us if you haven't already. It's impossible to find suitable properties for midterm rental. Myth. That's a myth. Absolutely. Just go on Zillow, pop in 3-bedroom, 2-bath in your local area. Look how many rentals are out there. There's abundance, and then there's new ones every single day. Remember, guys, this is not wholesaling. This is not regular real estate where you call 1,000 people and everybody cuts you out or say no or hang up on you because you're trying to buy the property for 50 cents on a dollar, and nobody in their right mind will do that unless they are in distress. And if the people are in distress, you know, they don't want to give you their property. You don't want to feel like you'll take advantage of them either. This, you offer them more than what they're asking for. Not just the market value. If I like a property, I can even offer $200 more above market value. Yeah, I offer $200 a month maintenance. I offer cleaning for free. You see? So who are your competition? You can offer all of this. Nobody. Most tenants will negotiate the price, negotiate this, negotiate that. No, if we like it, let's go for it. Why? Because we rent to companies for double the market rent, right? Double the market rent. So even if you pay them a few $100 extra, So what? You're still making a good, like 2,000-3,000 passive income, you see, a month. So just don't be greedy, guys. Make it a win-win for everybody, you see? And when you do one and you can become the best and last tenant they ever have, that is the key to get them begging you to take over their other properties, you know? So number one rule I love for the billionaires, don't be a pain in the butt when you work with people, okay? Be easy to work with. Give more than you take, and that's come back to you, right? You give landlord peace, security, peace of mind. Don't you think they have other property? Don't you think they have families who have properties, friends who have properties? Usually you just need a couple of landlords, and then after that, everything will flow through their network, right? So that's why you want to pick and choose who you want to do business with. It's not the other, they don't pick and choose you. You get it? So midterm rental arbitrage too risky or complex. That's a myth. Less risky than buying a property. If you buy a property, that's super risky, right? If it doesn't work out, it can cost you a whole life savings. Less cost if it doesn't work out, less loss if it doesn't work out with this business. Complexity when you don't have proper mentorship. If you have the proper mentorship, it's not that complex. Okay, when you have the proper mentorship, we'll give you exactly the playbook, what to do, what not to do. Boom, you get it done. You see? Corporate clients are difficult to attract and retain. True, if you do not have the resource of clients or know what they need. Two dozens of proven sources blueprints providing the corporate clients need. 3 corporate clients are easily satisfied a vacationer, right? Because they're not on vacation. They have to do everything now. You know, everything that is an emergency when you're on vacation, right? But this, no, they can take their time because they stay there for months. And they don't want to make you mad or anything because they don't want to lose their job either. You see, so it's actually a much better way, much better clients. You see. My myth is scaling rental business without property ownership is impractical. Actually, what is practical, guys? You want to like take 5 to 10 years, save up the money to buy a property and do another one after 5 to 10 years? No, right? You want to be able to just scale like that, right? So it is practical. You can scale like 5 times, even 10 times faster. You can test the market with little risk, right? And you want to scale the owner, scale it out, you know, and help a lot of people. You see, so book a free consultation call with us, you know, and then we can take you and help you from there. Okay. Now with the fast method, you can start and scale very, very, very quickly. Okay. So, any questions? Any questions? Put down the chat. Okay. And while you do that, also my team put down the testimonial link so people can, you know, you want to see more testimonial. We have hundreds of testimonial nationwide. Okay. So, I mean, if for me, if one person can do it, I'm pretty sure I can do it. If 10 people can do it, I definitely can do it. Okay. If hundreds of people can do it, and a lot of them don't have like, you know, degrees and all of that, why not you? Why not now? Stop selling yourself short. You see? So I'm gonna play this, and then
I want to introduce somebody very special.
Put down your questions while this play. Okay. Or apply to one of our free strategy call.
Amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. It's Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Ann. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I wouldn't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housing.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing. With our one house, for the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time 5 hours within these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access. Having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him. for anything. You gotta make time or get on their schedule, but Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need it. I haven't yet, but I have faith and know that he will pick up. So that's a big bonus. I tested him. When I say test him, I test his character, and that's what I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So
it has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, like it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand, felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895, I think. With the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program, and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had 1 property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? 6. On average, $2K a month for properties. You're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now, I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
$3,000 to $3,500 per property. So, man, you're killing it. And those 3 properties making you almost $10K a month.
I started my program last September. I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for this event. I felt truly at home. My heart is in peace. I trust. I felt understood. I felt cared for from really all of you, and just.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Any questions? Any last questions here? Okay. Soha, I think you have a call ready with me, so, right? Mike and True call him yesterday. Yeah, so, yes. Sorry about today. It was a confusion, but tomorrow, I definitely see you tomorrow. Okay. My calendar say, let me double check here. Wait, I thought I saw you there earlier. I don't see you now. Let's go. Oh, I see you now. Yes, at 12 Pacific Standard Time. So that's be about 2 p.m. Central. Yeah, 2 p.m. Central. Okay? Okay, sounds good. Okay, any last question, guys? That sounds good? That's it, guys. The number one thing I can pass on to you is focus on your dreams, your goal. I want to, for the last few minutes here, let's do a guided, literally few minutes that will change your life. Guided, I'll call it visualization, whatever you call it. So, put your hand on heart, close your eyes, or you driving, just visualize with me. The first three things you want to look for is what you're grateful for. I learned it from my billionaire mentor, Tony Robbins, right? What are you grateful for today? You know, is it your spouse, is your business, your family, and flood that with gratefulness, right? Whatever is the three things you're grateful for, and feel the feelings of being grateful. I'm so grateful for my wife, for example. So grateful for her heart, her wonderful, pure heart, and always there for me, always love me. You know, I'm grateful for my home on the beach. I love it. Absolute freedom. I'm grateful to be here with you guys, for example. Right? What are you grateful for? And then on the last thing is, imagine their faces looking at you, so proud of you and so grateful for them to be with you. Right? And then the last part is something very small, because if you're grateful for the big things, you're gonna miss out the small things. So you're grateful for the sunshine, grateful for the air, grateful for the flowers, the whatever, water, right? And then three people you want to pray for, or three things you want to pray for. You know, I pray for you guys today to have success. Right? I pray for my loved ones, right? My wife, especially, is going through what she's going through. God bless her, right? Pray for example, you know, my friends, you know, all my followers, all my clients. Send them blessings right now, okay? So with all this, with your hand on your heart, your hand, eyes closed, you can. And then three visualization, three goals, dreams that you want to accomplish. So imagine as if you're already there. Imagine it's a year from now and you're making 20, 30,000 a month, if that's your goal. Whatever that number is, put that number down. And imagine as if you're invincible, like anything you can do, you touch, and God bless you, is a winner, right? Imagine that. How you feel. What will you do when you're making this 20, 30,000 a month passive income? You only work a few hours a week, you can travel around the world, do whatever you want to do. What will you do for you, your family, your loved one? Okay? How you feel. Most importantly, focus on how you feel. If you're happy, elated, super excited, super blessed, super grateful, flood yourself with that feeling, okay? Because your subconscious mind don't know the difference between reality and what you believe. So the way you can attract better things to your life is to have the feelings of happiness, the feelings of accomplishment, the feelings of celebration. All these things, how you feel now that you have accomplished making 20, 30,000 a month passively, drive around the world, retire your parents, retire your spouse, leave a legacy to your kids, give them scholarship throughout as well to learn this, and so they can have their business as well. How you feel? At peace, right? You're happy. Okay, good. Now with this in mind, we're gonna count down 10 to 1 and put, like, you can put a hand in the fist like this, feel like a team. You can count with me, and then we're gonna celebrate as if all your dreams have come true, and we're gonna knock the roof off, okay? So you ready? Count down 10 to 1 with me, then we'll celebrate, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Celebrate. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Yes. How you feel, guys? Congratulations. So excited to help you. So excited to help you. Yes, 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 yes. Maxwell, thank you for sharing. Celeste, I see you. Soha, I see you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Take care. We'll see you. For those of you who are going to be on the call, take care, guys. God bless. Okay, pass this on. Share it with people. I see you later. Okay, God bless. Bye-bye.
Why did you have us muted?
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.